This is 7 National News, and in our top story. In his capacity as the ruler of Dubai, UAE Vice President and Prime Minister His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum issued a series of directives designed to enhance and streamline hotel investment and development in the Emirate. The directives were made in response to recommendations raised by Dubai's private sector developers during a consultation workshop organised and hosted by Dubai's Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, the DTCM, and Dubai Municipality, and was attended by representatives of key investors in the hospitality sector, including Al Habtoor Group, Al Futtaim Group, Al Ghurair Group, Ritana Group, Dubai Holding and EMA. Some of the directives made by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum are that the hotel construction pre-approval process period is to be reduced to 2 months from the current 6 months. A one-stop shop for all sector approvals is to be created, and a single streamlined system will be managed by Dubai Municipality to help reduce red tape for businesses and ensure the new reduced approval timeframes are met. The Dubai Municipality will also manage a standardized approval process for the planning permission of all hotel establishments in the Emirate. Additionally, government land will be allocated for the development of 3-star and 4-star hotels, with additional incentives put in place, such as the waiving of fees on change of use of land for hotel usage and an additional year of exemption of the 10% Dubai Municipality fee for any 3- and 4-star hotels which begin operating before June 2017. These measures are helped to ensure the development of the additional 3- and 4-star hotels that Dubai will need by 2020. The International Renewable Agency, IRENA, together with the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, announced $41 million of financing for renewable energy projects in 6 developing countries to provide them with access to clean energy resources. The announcement came at a press conference during the 4th General Assembly of IRENA, where officials announced $41 million in concessional loans for innovative renewable energy projects in Ecuador, Sierra Leone, Mauritania, Samoa and Mali. The loans are expected to finance 50% of each project, which are expected to have a combined total capacity of 35 megawatts of sustainable energy to power rural communities. Headquartered in Abu Dhabi, the agency is currently working in collaboration with the UAE government, who commits a total of $350 million in concessional loans through the ADFD. According to officials, the $41 million is the first of the 7 financing cycles planned, while they aim to provide approximately $50 million on an annual basis to assist in building the projects. They further added that the 50% funding should provide an impetus for the banks and financial institutions to support the remainder of the projects that are in return expected to support the developing countries in achieving sustainable economic development.
The idea behind the facility is to select the kind of innovative projects that we see emerging all over the world and to champion some of them to completion so that they serve as a demonstration for others. So the kind of criteria we're looking at is the economic viability of the project, the quality of the resource that's associated with it, the likelihood of success, the innovative character so that it acts as a model for others, but also the social, economic, environmental and health impact of the project. And all of those elements are brought together to rank the projects. And I'm very happy with the 6 that we have selected now because they are a diverse range of technologies and they really demonstrate added value.
Plans for further projects are expected to take place during the 4th General Assembly, where delegates are also expected to lay out details of the plans for doubling the share of renewable energy globally by 2030, known as REMAP 2030.
What we have developed in the last year and a half is a very strong collaboration with 26 countries that account for 75% of energy use to map what kind of policy measures, what technologies and what economic issues would need to be developed in order to reach the target of doubling. And what we found is extraordinary, is that not only can we double, we can double the share of renewables by 2030 without additional cost, and we can do it if we follow certain pathways to that model. But if we integrate energy efficiency and we take account of technological innovation, we can go beyond the doubling target.
Around 1,210 exhibitors from around the world have gathered at this year's Intersec, where latest vehicles and technology for crime prevention, law enforcement and public safety are on display. Organised by Epoch Messe Frankfurt, the 3-day event, now in its 16th year, has seen a significant growth in participation, with this year witnessing the largest attendance with over 1,000 exhibitors displaying latest drone and digital technologies and armoured vehicles useful in combating crime. According to international security group G4S, the total Middle East security market is estimated at $6.3 billion, with a growth of 10% expected in the next 4 years, which is evident through the increased international participation. This year's focus has been on the Expo 2020, with the Dubai Police emphasising on the importance of acquiring the latest technologies to ensure safety and security for the city and to ensure smooth services for the expected number of visitors.
Dubai Police always keen to be attend this type of exhibition, especially as a security Intersec. Everything to do with the security system, security management. Dubai Police since started 16 years ago. This is number 16, our exhibition. And we are happy that every year is growing. This year extremely jumped to 22% of the company attending. That's mean so they are prepared for maybe one of the impact of 2020. By 2020, there's a lots of new technologies coming up, and we are always in touch with the companies to develop our security systems, adding more technology, more smart, Dubai smart government. Today we are working on over 50 different services to upgrade them to the new, I could say, smart system technology. Mostly ITs, cameras, all systems to do securities. Definitely, all the fields were there, and the committee is working very hard.
One of the highlights among the latest technologies on display was facial recognition, which can be useful for crowd surveillance and improving airport services in particular. Through the facial recognition technology, airport authorities can monitor the time it takes a particular passenger to clear customs and immigration, which could in return assist them to decide on how many counters they need to operate to meet the demand. As Dubai is set to welcome more than 20 million visitors by 2020, airport security and ensuring quick and efficient services for passengers have become a major focus.
But the big challenge is also the traveler experience. You need to have a smooth, efficient and quick security. It's why you need to be effective and also not to be too strict, I would say, in the way you handle with the people. And we have developed many new practices and tools to be able to ensure a high security level with a good customer experience, no queue, smooth security, and that is a challenge for the industry.
Face recognition is one of the newer technologies, which is part of our entire portfolio of capabilities. And as with all our other products, it's focused on crowds. So the unique thing about us is we do face recognition in a crowd, in an uncontrolled environment. What does this mean? It means that in traditional environments, you could do face recognition on a one-to-one basis. For instance, you take a picture, you look straight in the camera and you say, is this the same person? Whereas the way we operate is in a surveillance environment where you might have a camera, it might be looking 10 to 20 meters away, and in a crowded environment, if it sees someone, it'll tell you who it is and do a match and so on.
More than 500,000 drivers in the UAE were given black points for traffic offences last year. That's according to statistics from the Ministry of Interior's Traffic Coordination Department. About 508,924 motorists, or 13% of the country's drivers, received black points, and more than 2,500 drivers had their licences seized after reaching 24 black points. According to a local report, Brigadier Ghait Az-Zabi, head of the Traffic Coordination Department, was quoted as saying that the drivers who exceeded the 24-point limit represented only 0.5% of the number of motorists who received demerit points. Driving through a red light carries 8 black points, speeding on city roads 12 black points, and failing to ensure the road is clear before entering it is 4 points. 6 points were given for a sudden swerve, failure to observe lane discipline, driving in prohibited areas, tailgating, and failing to give way to pedestrians. A total of 340,464 drivers received 4 points, 164,628 received 5 to 12 points, 1,157 had 13 to 18 points, 94 received between 19 and 23 points, and 2,581 drivers received 24 or more demerit points. Drivers lose their licence for 3 months after the point limit is reached. A temporary licence holder who accumulates 24 black points will lose it for 6 months and has to pass a driving rehabilitation course. And the Traffic and Patrols Directorate of the Abu Dhabi Police has banned trucks and large vehicles on internal and external roads during fog, with these vehicles only able to continue the trips after clear visibility returns. Trucks and large vehicles are also not allowed to enter the city of Abu Dhabi during peak traffic hours. The Directorate warned drivers that the punishment for violating these norms will be considerable. This step aims to promote traffic safety during foggy weather conditions and reduce the number of traffic accidents. According to officials from the Directorate, trucks weighing 2.5 tons or more are not allowed to enter Abu Dhabi city during fog and peak traffic hours, which is between 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. As part of the Safety During Fog initiative, officials are urging all drivers, especially truck drivers, to reduce speed, maintain sufficient distances between cars, refrain from overtaking in general, and avoid the use of emergency flashers. The traffic patrols are also issuing 1,000 dirham fines to trucks and large vehicles that enter the city, in addition to vehicle confiscation that can last up to a week. And finally, in the bulletin, the 6th Fujairah International Monodrama Festival, organised by the Fujairah Culture and Media Authority and under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Mohammed Al Sharqi, Supreme Council member and ruler of Fujairah, begins tonight at Al Aqqa Beach in Fujairah. The biennial festival, which debuted in Fujairah in 2003, is being held from January 2020 to the 28th of this month and features one-actor theatre shows from 12 Arab and international countries and boasts a guest list of more than 300 celebrities from all over the world. Tonight's opening ceremony features the operetta titled Pearl of the East, performed by the Sigma Dance Group at the Al Aqqa Beach on Monday evening. Nightly one-act performances will follow starting Tuesday evening, with the festival bringing together an elite group of the leading theatre artists and experts in the world, particularly in the field of one-actor theatre or monodrama. The festival will also honour renowned Kuwaiti actor Abdul Hussein Al Abdul Ridha as this edition's winner of the Fujairah Award for Excellence in Theatre. Additionally, during the 8-day festival, participants will be engaged in a roundtable discussions on different topics about their theatre.